Chief Meteorologist Dan with a look at our forecast for us, which includes a look around these.
Yeah, Aaron, we're going to take a look at the current weather conditions around the fires to talk about what firefighters will be experiencing in the coming days. There are some positives and minuses due to the weather. Now, here's what's going on right now. We are seeing cooler, more humid conditions. So that's the good news. Right now at the CCU complex, right now 77 degrees. That's up on Ben Lomond Mountain, just north of, or just west of Boulder Creek. So 77 degrees, humidity's up to 33%. The wind's still gusting up to 13 miles per hour out of the north-northwest. So still dealing with some wind there. As we head south toward the river fire, we're talking about some cooler, more moist conditions as well. Right now 73 degrees, relative humidity of 30%, so temperatures down. Relative humidity up, still winds though gusting to 13 miles per hour. And the Carmel fire, still 80 degrees there, relative humidity 27%, and seeing wind gusts to 15 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. So still dealing with some wind, still warm and still dry there. And the one hot dry spot, the Dolan fire, which has put out a lot of smoke today, very low humidity, very hot temperature, still 95 degrees on the ridge top there. Luckily at the moment there, the winds are calm. So what about the rest of us? Well, again, the humidity on the way up, the marine layer deepening today. You're seeing these higher numbers around the bay, and the moist air trying to push into some of our inland valleys with a slightly deeper marine layer. So that means the bottom of the fires, the lower elevations, seeing higher humidity today. That's some good news, along with cooler temperatures. Right now, we're mostly in the low 70s around the bay. Still inland, 80s, 90s, no triple digits on the map right now. So that's some good news after the hot temperatures that we experienced this weekend. But along with that deepening marine layer, we've been seeing some wind, especially during the early to mid-afternoon. The wind really picks up. Initially, that air is dry. So working against those fires is dry, breezy conditions to start things off in the afternoon before the winds pick up a little bit more moisture later on. So we see that growth of the fires during the afternoon, and that's going to be the case again tomorrow, even though we'll continue to see some more moisture work its way in. Satellite picture showing widespread high clouds in the form of the smoke out there. And we did have some low clouds this morning right along the coast, but the bigger picture is still showing high pressure off to our southeast. Starting to see some moisture getting pumped up to our south, though, in southern California. This is moisture associated with tropical cyclone Genevieve. It's going to be here later this weekend, and we'll actually start to see those high clouds here locally by tomorrow. Nights, we may not see them because of the smoke, however. The low clouds overnight will fill back in around the bay, so a little bit more low cloud. That little fogist we actually would be praying for, I suppose, right now due to the humidity. We'll be back overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, so that will be nice. But then the high clouds roll in on top of the smoke tomorrow afternoon. We're going to actually continue our trend of slightly cooler weather tomorrow, back into the low 70s in Santa Cruz and Capitola. Not quite as hot in the mountains either, but still in the 80s to 90s, so it's going to be toasty in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Over toward the east side of the bay, only 60s in Marina and Castroville, but Hollister in the 70s, so that should be 93 in Hollister tomorrow, not 73. 95 in Gilroy, but 73 in Salinas. Monterey tomorrow staying in the 60s, as is most of the peninsula, so cooler onshore winds there for you folks. And then farther south, the Salinas Valley, mainly in the 70s and 80s, and a few spots in the south in the 90s and triple digits. Big Sur even cooling a little bit from the 90s today. Now, over the next 7 days, temperatures on the coast will actually be a little bit on the cool side, it looks like, with the marine layer rebuilding. But I've got a lot of clouds in the forecast, and then Genevieve's moisture arrives, and that's probably not going to come in the form of rain. We do have a chance of seeing some dry lightning once again. Right now, it's still a little too early to see what kind of impacts it will have, but the time period looks like Sunday to Monday is starting as early as late Saturday night. Inland areas also seeing some cooler temperatures. That's good news, but we're going to be dealing with the wind during that period as well, and potentially some more dry lightning air, and we don't want to see it, but it is possible Sunday to Monday.